This is Neville Williams with InsideTheCircle.net, and today we're going to be looking at the MSN Money application for Zune HD. Now, before you saw me tap on the description and then enter the program, this time I'm just going to tap on the picture of the program itself and go straight into the program. Now, this MSN Money application is actually a utility, so it's more function-based than fun-based. But at the same time, some may find this really fun to look at their stocks and how they're performing throughout the day. Now, let me back up a bit, and this is the watch list. So these are the preloaded stocks that come with the app, and that is Microsoft, Starbucks, Amazon, and Boeing, all Seattle area companies. Now, if I hit the little wrench in the lower left-hand corner, I have the option to manage stocks. So if I want to, I can add a few stocks of my own. So I know that Toyota is TM, so I can just hit TM and enter, and it recognizes it automatically as to the Toyota Motor Company. I can also add one more, Ford, if I want to, which is just F, and it recognizes Ford Motor Company. Now, say that I want to add another company, like maybe IBM. And I don't know IBM, so I'll type in IBM, and it comes up with International Business Machine, which is the full name for IBM. But what you notice here is that as I typed it in, it was going through the whole list of all companies that are listed, giving me different options. So when I chose IBM, it drilled down, and then I just chose it. And oddly enough, IBM's ticker sign is IBM. So once I'm done adding the stocks, we added Toyota, Ford, and IBM, I can go back to the watch list, and you notice now that my watch list is a bit more populated than it was before. If I hit the refresh option, it should bring up some new stock totals, unless of course it just refreshed when I went back to the watch list. Now I can go over to markets here, and it shows me different market indexes from around the world. So up on the top I have the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P 500, different indexes for the US, but I also have other worldwide indexes like the Hang Seng in Hong Kong, as well as the DAX in Germany. So if I want to take a look at the Dow, I tap on the Dow, and you see here, it does give me its one-day performance, which is what I'm currently looking at. But you see here, if I hold my finger down over the picture, it gives me the option of looking at different performance indexes, different performances over different amounts of time. So I start off with 1 day, but I can go all the way up to 1 month, 3 months, 5 months, all the way up to the lifetime performance of the index. So if I want to take a look at 1 year performance, you see that it has done pretty well over the course of this year. I'll just get in here so you can take a look at that. It has done pretty well over the course of the year. But if I want to go to 1 month performance, you see that it dipped at the beginning of the year, but it has at the beginning of the month, but it has picked up a bit. So now if I go back out, you see now that I'm back again looking at the market indexes from around the world. I can swipe over to currencies, and this gives me different currencies from around the world and how well they're doing in comparison to different indexes. So I can see the euro and the dollar. I can also see the dollar and the yen, as well as the pound and the dollar. So if I tap on the euro and the dollar, it tells me its performance, and it also gives me the option, again, of looking at its performance over a different span of time. So over the past 5 days, this is how it's been doing. But if I want to see it over the past 3 months, you see here, probably about 2 months ago, was the best time you wanted to buy euros. Now I do have the option of doing a quick currency conversion, so I can go euros to dollars, but I can also go euros to the Argentine peso, and I can also go, let me see if I can find it here, US dollars to the Argentine peso. So you see, if I had 5 US dollars up top, which is a bit blurry, it would equal 19.68 Argentine pesos. So that's actually kind of fun. I do have a currency converter built into this application. And right up on the top, let me focus, there's a really small back button that is letting me go back and forth between the two. Now, just like any other app, I can swipe back and forth to go between different screens, and I can also tap up top to go between different screens. Now, as I zoom out again, I can take a look at different articles that are coming in, and I can also take a look at a brief summary of the articles to sort of see what the article is talking about. Now if I want to read the article itself, I tap up on the title here, and it tells me that I'm going to need to leave the application to launch the browser, and if I want to do that I can click OK, and if I don't want to do that I can go with cancel. I'm going to hit cancel for the time being, and I'm going to go back out and I'm going to show you the rest of the application here. Now we're at the article screen, and as we go back I go back to my watch list again, which is IBM. You notice one item that I tapped here that I haven't tapped on, at least in the market screen, is the refresh button, and what that does is just gives me up to the date information on how the different indexes around the world are doing. So if I tap the refresh button, it does update, and you saw that the NASDAQ is now up a few points, which is a good thing, even if it's 1/100th of a percent. So again, going back into the Dow, I can again go side to side, look at the 3-year performance. I can go back out, and that right there is the MSN Money app for the Zune HD. I hope you enjoy, and if you do have stocks that you want to keep track of, you're now able to do that with your Zune HD on the go. Once again, this is Neville Williams for InsideTheCircle.net, and I hope you enjoy the MSN Money app for Zune HD.